5, so I think we can go ahead and get started. So just to save on bandwidth, Amber and I are going to turn off our cameras. We will turn our cameras back on during the Q&A portion, but just for the bandwidth for the presentation, we will have our cameras off. And we'll get started in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and record the session, and once we are off camera and recording, we will get started. Okay, welcome to our session on courses and credit abroad. My name is Hannah Vandersall, and I'm joined by my co-presenter, Amber Nicholson. We are academic specialists at the University of California Education Abroad Program, abbreviated as UCEAP. We have a lot of information packed into this presentation, so we'll move quickly. Please feel free to take screenshots of any of the slides. The presentation is being recorded and will be posted to the UCEAP YouTube channel after the fair is over. Captions are available if you would like to enable that function in Zoom. We will also have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar, and if you have any questions, you can send those to us via the chat box. In this 25-minute session, we'll provide you with an overview of the information and available resources you can use to find the perfect study abroad program to suit your needs. We'll also talk about choosing courses and the credit transmit process so you can study abroad confidently, knowing that it won't delay your graduation. Lastly, we'll point you to the advisors and experts available to help you. With the academic year in full swing, students are visiting campus fairs and information sessions and mapping out their college experience. For many, like yourself, that includes the question, should I study abroad? Only you can decide the answer to this question, but we can provide information to help you make that decision. UCEAP isn't just a travel opportunity. You'll be enrolling in international academic programs designed to educate future professionals like you as thought leaders who are globally literate and involved. International experience changes you. Through our programs, you'll take courses in a new educational environment, experience the world, and explore new cultures. You'll come home with a broader perspective, readier than ever to meet your goals, define new directions for yourself, and thrive long after graduation. So maybe you attended your UC Campus Study Abroad Fair, checked out a podcast or two, and you now find yourself asking, how do I choose a study abroad program? Through UCEAP, you have a lot of options. UCEAP offers over 160 programs in over 35 countries. We offer a wide variety of program types to meet students' academic backgrounds, personal preferences, and goals. You can take classes with other international students in an immersion program, conduct research or complete an internship, or take courses focused on a specific theme or subject. With so many options, it is truly a choose-your-own-adventure experience. Regardless of which UCEAP program you choose, you are guaranteed to earn UC units. Coursework will appear on your UC transcript, and grades will be factored into your UC GPA.
While having so many program options is a benefit, it can also be rather overwhelming. In this case, you may be wondering how to narrow down your list of study abroad programs. When choosing a program, it is important to ask yourself questions about your priorities and what you hope to accomplish while abroad. Questions like, do you want or need to complete requirements abroad? Do you want to take courses in English or in a different language? Or maybe even learn another language? Would you like to enhance your resume by completing an internship? Or what about conducting your own research project or working in a lab? How about the timing? Would a summer, quarter, semester, or year-long program be ideal for you? Where do you want to study? Do you have countries or cities you would prefer to be in? What about any special financial considerations? But do remember your financial aid travels with you abroad. These questions can help you determine which program will be the best fit for you. You can use our Find a Program search tool using the QR code on the bottom right of the slide and start exploring program offerings. For example, using this search, you can search for general disciplines and then filter further to see which programs have coursework available in a specific subject area. You might need more time to think about all the considerations we just reviewed, so your next logical question might be, how far in advance do I need to start planning to study abroad? On this slide, you see a sample of the study abroad journey. In general, students start exploring and researching programs at least 10 months before they study abroad, but this can start even earlier. The earlier you start, the more options you will have. Incoming freshmen and transfer students can start thinking about how study abroad fits into their academic plans even before they're on campus. Additionally, students with DACA status or disability accommodations may need to begin planning as early as 18 months in advance. Keep in mind, our application for summer programs opens on November 14th. Applications for fall and year-long programs open November 20th. And applications for winter and spring programs won't open until April 15th. But this is a good time to connect with your academic advisors to determine if study abroad fits into your academic plan and to understand your college and department's policies related to studying abroad. Speaking of academic plans, a lot of students ask which program is the best fit for their major. While you're welcome to take courses that apply to major, minor, or GE breadth requirements while studying abroad, this isn't a requirement. If you want to apply UCEAP coursework towards those requirements, just reach out to your major and college advisor to discuss your plans. Some departments do have restrictions on the types of courses or the number of courses taken abroad that can be applied to major requirements. That is why it's important for you to ask your major advisor if there are any policies that you need to keep in mind when searching for programs and courses to take while abroad. Having this information can help you determine if a program is going to be a good fit for you or not. You'll also want to familiarize yourself with information that is available through your major or minor departments at your UC campus. A handful of departments have created study abroad resources, including lists of pre-approved courses or study abroad degree planning forms specifically for you to use to determine when to study abroad or how to earn credits for your major. Not all departments have this information available, but if your major does, please be sure to use these great resources.
Now that you have an idea of how to determine which programs might work for you academically, you may be wondering which term is best for you to study abroad. Our academic year calendar starts with summer. Because most universities around the world run on the semester system, many of the programs offered by UCEAP are semester long as well. No worries for quarter campus students, though. You are eligible to participate on both quarter and semester length programs. You will just be abroad longer when on a semester program, and your units will reflect this. While fall is the most popular term to study abroad through UCAP, if you aren't able to find time during the regular academic year, then a summer abroad program may work best for you. If you are looking to engage in an internship, then a semester length or year-long program or an internship-focused summer program might be best. For a truly immersive experience, many students opt for a year-long program. One way for you to determine which term to study abroad will work best for you is to review your degree progress and determine which major, minor, GE, breadth, or elective requirements you have left to complete. You can create or update your academic plan to incorporate all remaining requirements for your degree in the terms and summers prior to your graduation. Some questions for you to think about include, are there specific classes you need to take for your major or minor at your home UC campus that are only taught in a specific quarter or semester? Do you have a GE or major requirement that you want to complete while you're abroad? Do you want or need to learn a language? Considering these questions will help you determine if there is a quarter, semester, or year in your schedule when studying abroad would be a good fit. If this feels like a lot to consider, remember that you aren't alone in this process. We recognize that degree planning can be complex. Therefore, UCEAP has a study abroad planner tool that will guide you through this process. This resource can be accessed through the QR code on the bottom of this slide. Your campus study abroad offices may also have similar resources and are excellent sources of knowledge to help you with your study abroad journey. Another important question to consider when looking into study abroad is, will you be able to study abroad and graduate on time? Our research team found that there is no statistical difference between the 4-year graduation rates of UCEAP participants and the comparable group of their non-participant UC peers. Keep in mind that summer programs are a great option too. So yes, you can study abroad and stay on track to graduate in 4 years. So while we've touched on this briefly, you might still be wondering if you will get credit for your study abroad courses. So yes, all of the courses you take abroad will transmit back to your campus as direct UC credit toward your graduation. All of your grades will appear on your UC transcript and will be calculated into your UC GPA. As we mentioned earlier, if you want to apply any of your courses from abroad toward major or minor, GE or breadth requirements, you need to meet with UC campus academic advisors so they can review your courses to determine if they will fulfill any degree requirements. Each college and department has a different process for applying UCEAP courses toward major requirements, so you will need to check with your college or department to obtain that information. Oftentimes, academic advisors can only give you a preliminary approval prior to the start of the program. Once you are on site and have your course syllabi available, you can send them to your academic advisor for a more thorough review. However, this process may take place after you return. Just make sure that you stay in contact with your college and department advisors about your degree plans and follow through with their processes for petitioning courses toward degree requirements. Now that you know you will receive direct academic credit for your program, you may be wondering what information or materials academic advisors need in order to approve a course for major credit. We advise students to keep all available course materials such as course descriptions, syllabi, papers, and returned assessments or exams for all courses. These materials, in addition to the course's final grade, may be needed by your campus department to evaluate your courses for fulfillment of specific degree requirements. If you have questions about how your UCEAP coursework will apply to UC campus requirements, contact your departmental and college advisors. Another question we hear frequently from students is, can I study abroad in my senior year? Yes, students often study abroad during their senior year. While UC students are required to be in residence at their UC campus during all or part of their senior year, there are some exceptions for UCEAP students. Seniors on UCEAP must consult with the appropriate office on their campus about senior residency rules prior to participation. If you are nearing graduation, ask your UC campus study abroad advisor about graduation or other procedures for UCEAP students because graduation procedures are campus specific. Terms at host institutions frequently end after UC campus terms, and grades won't arrive on time for most degree verification deadlines. Consult with your UC advisor to determine the appropriate term to file for graduation.
Now that you understand your academic plan, you're ready to review the courses on your program. Depending on the program, you might select courses with your initial application, or you might register for courses during your on-site orientation, or you might participate in a program with a set curriculum. Regardless, there are a number of resources that you can access and view course offerings for each program. These resources include the UCEAP course catalog, the Campus Credit Abroad database, the host institution course catalog, and the academic culture and grading timeline, all of which can be found on the academic subpage for each program on the UCEAP website. Although UCEAP students are advised that academic advisors may only be able to provide preliminary approval for a course to count as major credit prior to the start of the program, and then a final course syllabus or other documents are needed to determine an articulation, these resources still assist students as they're considering options. So let's take a closer look at each resource. On the program's academic page, if you scroll down, you'll find a section called Catalogs and Resources. This section typically includes links to the UCEAP course catalog, the Campus Credit Abroad database, and the host institution course catalog. While not all programs include all of these resources, Some may even include additional resources, such as a list of courses taught in English at the host institution. This section provides a wealth of academic information specific to that program. The UCEAP course catalog is one of many resources to help students research their academic plan. It can be used to see the courses that students across all UC campuses have taken in the last 5 years. While not a complete and up-to-date list of UCEAP courses available on a program, it is a great starting point. So with this catalog, you're able to identify the department where a course is hosted, determine how many UC units a course is worth, confirm whether it is upper or lower division, and gather course information such as the course description. For example, if a student was interested in health psychology, which is the first course on this list, they will see that it's worth 4 quarter units. It's offered at the University of Ghana's Department of Psychology and is numbered 127, which indicates that it's an upper division course. If we were to click on the course link, it would take us to a detailed course description, which you may share with your academic department for preliminary advice on whether or not that course would fulfill a degree requirement. The Campus Credit Abroad database goes a step further to show the types of course credit received by previous students during their time abroad. Therefore, this database allows you to browse the type of credit received through programs you're already interested in. To use this resource, start by choosing your UC campus. Once you've reviewed the disclaimers, you can search for programs where credit was awarded in a specific major. You can even filter by college or school requirements, GE, or electives. From there, you can even narrow your search by country or even host institution. While a majority of the Campus Credit Abroad database reports previously approved courses, the Berkeley database goes a step further and provides a list of courses pre-approved for breadth requirements. For many immersion programs, the host institution course catalogs are another great resource for researching course offerings. Remember that the UCEAP course catalog and Campus Credit Abroad database shows courses that have been previously taken by UCEAP students, whereas the host institution catalog gives a full picture of the courses that are available through that program. For example, seen on the screen are different faculty handbooks at the University of Ghana, as well as examples of course numbers, titles, and descriptions for advanced psychology courses that are offered during the second semester. Other programs may link to an overview document or video that provides instructions for how best to navigate the host institution's course catalog. This is common when exchange students only have access to certain courses offered by the host. Reviewing a host institution's course catalog allows you to broadly search for courses, review the types of courses that were offered during the previous term, and access detailed course information such as the description, prerequisites, language of instruction, and assessment details. This information helps students and advisors in developing their academic plan for studying abroad. Some UCEAP programs are even designed specifically for UC students. These are called UC curriculum programs. UC curriculum programs have similar elements to UC style courses in that syllabi are available in advance. Students can use the syllabus to discuss course articulations before they participate, and they receive regular assessment and feedback in their courses so they know how they're performing. These programs are a great option for students who may be more comfortable with the UC style learning and coursework. Additionally, some programs, such as our summer physics and organic chemistry series, are pre-approved for students attending specific UC campuses. And these approvals can also be viewed on the academic programs page.
As you can see, UCAP offers programs for many different types of students. With so many programs, you might be wondering if your credit and grades appear on your UC transcript regardless of the program you choose. The answer is yes. You'll earn direct UC credit for all UCAP coursework. Subject areas, course numbers, course titles, and units will be reflected on your UC transcript, and grades will be factored into your UC GPA. As we've shared, your UC campus department, college, or school determines if UCAP units fulfill specific degree requirements. In most cases, final decisions about whether UCAP courses fulfill specific requirements are made after you return from studying abroad and your campus has received your grades. The final question many students ask is, when will my credit be available? Once grades are received from the host institution, UCEAP will process and transmit the grades to the UC campus registrars. This is typically between 30 to 90 days after your program ends. Every program's academics page on our website includes a section on when grades are typically available. As a reminder, graduating seniors are advised to inform their campus academic advisor of their grade timeline to facilitate the conferral of their degree.
Studying abroad is a rewarding and enriching experience, but does take planning. Remember to use the available resources on the UCEAP website. Each program has its own page. The academic subpage is where you'll find the catalogs and resources section. Use these resources to help understand the courses that are available for each program. Reach out to your campus study abroad advisors. These advisors are an invaluable source of information for navigating the study abroad planning process for your specific campus. They will help guide you through your academic plans, applying to study abroad, finalizing your course credit, and more. When reviewing courses and discussing your options, it's important to be flexible. The more backup course options you have for a program, the better prepared you will be. And by attending this session and utilizing this information, you're already well on your way to planning ahead for your study abroad program. And by planning ahead and formulating a study abroad academic plan, you are ensuring you will have a successful and fulfilling study abroad experience while also staying on track for graduation. We hope this presentation has provided you with a starting point on your study abroad journey and encourage you to explore the UCEAP website for detailed information about program options, finance, health and safety, and more. We also offer office hours where you can schedule an appointment to have a video call with a UCEAP advisor to talk about your program in more detail. You will find the link to make an office hours appointment through the QR code on the right. Once the application opens, you can start your application by selecting the Apply Now button on the UCEAP website. And for general questions, please reach out to the email address underneath the QR code. Here are several additional resources and events you can engage with in the coming months. Join us during International Education Week for information sessions, webinars, and alumni panel. Learn about our schedule of events by scanning the QR code and make sure to register. Our YouTube channel features a catalog of videos, including our popular UCEAP 101 information session. We are also offering an Explore Your Identity series with webinars throughout the academic year in collaboration with the UC Campus Study Abroad offices. Lastly, here's a link to access contact information for UCEAP program teams in Campus Study Abroad offices when you have any questions. And now we will move on to the Q&A portion of our session.